So let me say this as plainly as I can. By August 31st, 2010, our combat mission in Iraq will end.
I'm trying to reframe the issue in the context of our withdrawal, that bad things are on the horizon.
A new document released by Iraq's insurgent groups serves as a terrifying harbinger of things to come.
Ultimately, they lay out very clearly what their intent is. Once the Americans leave Iraq, they are going to attack all of our interests, and they're going to come after the Iraqis who have helped us. There's one paragraph where they're talking about for every American they shoot, they're going to save 9 bullets for Iraqis who have helped us.
The Iraq withdrawal plan is complex, detailing how military logistics teams will move an estimated 1.5 million pieces of gear from some 300 bases around the country.
There's something really wrong about that. We can't allow ourselves as a nation to put more priority on a coffee pot than an Iraqi interpreter on whom we've relied.
There is a clear and urgent lesson from the British experience of withdrawal from Basra.
Because what I don't want to have happen is that we pull back and the same thing happens to our employees as what happened to the British employees just 18 months ago, where there was a systematic manhunt for their Iraqi interpreters.
A manhunt and mass murder. Britain responded swiftly, airlifting their Iraqi employees to safety and new lives in the UK.
We've been calling for contingency planning. That's the #1 ask that we're putting forward in our report. Is we're saying, look, this is nothing novel. We as a nation have conducted airlifts and we've swiftly moved refugees countless times throughout our history. We've got a chance now to do the right thing and not leave them behind, and we can't content ourselves with the positive steps that we've taken over the last couple of years. That's not good enough.
The release of the List Project's new policy paper coincides with the 35th anniversary of the fall of Saigon, in the hopes that the recommendations of the document are tied to the scenario they are trying to avoid.
We all grew up watching footage of the frenzied evacuation from the Saigon rooftops, and it has sort of become a symbol of national abandonment and shame. Kissinger and President Ford, they didn't start looking into what they could do for our Vietnamese employees until about 2 weeks before the evacuation. And that 11th hour planning resulted in the Saigon rooftop and a lot of people being left behind.
For now, there is still time to plan, but time is running out.
We still have work ahead of us, and this kind of work is not easy. And it's not, I'm not talking about my work, I'm talking about the obligations that we have as a country. It's not easy work. No moral obligations really are.